What's going on, guys? I'm Mr. Golden Gamer and I make gaming videos that nobody watches. Today I have some XDefiant Sniping gameplay for you guys. My last XDefiant video on the channel did really well. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. In that video, I explain why I don't think this game will be the Call of Duty killer. And that's not to say I don't like this game, because I do like this game. I had a really good time during the open session playing this game. I think it's really fun. But overall, that video had a really good reception. I've gained over 50 subscribers in the past week, and that's more than I've ever grown in that short of time. So thank you guys so much. Thanks to all the new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed already, I make videos about FPS games. If you think you'd be into that type of content, feel free to subscribe. If not, well, I guess that's okay too. So let's talk about sniping and XDefiant, a very polarizing topic, as snipers in video games always are. Some people love to see them be really good, some people don't want them to be good, they think they're overpowered, but snipers in this game are very good, and personally, I'm a big fan of that. I think snipers should be powerful in arcade shooters. People who use snipers are basically putting themselves at a severe disadvantage by using single-shot weapons, where most everyone else in the game is using like fully auto assault rifles, LMGs, SMGs. These guns can absolutely shred you while you're just trying to land one single shot, and you have a long delay in between shots when you're rocking bolt action snipers. So I think when you hit a shot with a sniper, you should get a kill, and that's how this game is. Like, this sniper is powerful, very powerful, and I think it should be that way. Now, historically, it's been really hard for game developers to balance snipers in any FPS games, and I get that. There's always, like I said, there's people on both sides of the argument. They'll complain about snipers being too good or too bad, and it's impossible to please everyone, but I really hope that they do not change these snipers too much before this game comes out, because I had so much fun sniping during the open session. I can understand why some people might want to see the snipers nerfed in this game, because they are very good, and I get that. Especially because most other guns in this game have a pretty long time to kill, and obviously snipers do not. It's a one-shot kill just about every time. So this scenario can happen and has happened to me. So imagine you're unloading like half a mag of your ACR into someone at a distance, and you think you're about to get that kill, and you just get bopped, just one tapped, and you just lose the gunfight instantly. That can get really frustrating, and that's why snipers are so hard to balance. But the reality is, snipers are the great equalizer in FPS games, because the one shot, one kill, it takes more skill to get that. If someone's shooting at you, you're dealing with a little bit of flinch, and you land that shot, you should be rewarded for landing that shot, because it's typically just not super easy to do. And I'd be willing to bet that the comment section of this video is going to be filled with people on both sides of the argument, because that's the way it always is. A game in fairly recent history that I remember people being on both sides of the argument was Black Ops Cold War. A lot of people that do not use the snipers very often thought that they should have been nerfed after the ADS speed had already been nerfed severely from the beta. They wanted more flinch whenever snipers were aiming down sights because of the scenario that I explained. People are pumping their bullets into somebody, but then they just get bopped, and that's because the flinch isn't super high in that game, so their aim is not thrown off enough, so it's really easy for snipers to just outgun anybody, and like I said, it's just hard to balance. Although the snipers are really good in this game, they're far from perfect. One thing that I noticed is that the ADS from a sprint is super slow, and this was probably by design for balancing reasons, but it just feels kind of bad. It feels very sluggish and kind of clunky. So whenever you're sprinting, you need to do this thing where you kind of stop and then aim down sight, and then you aim down sight as you usually would. But if you do it from a sprint without stopping, it does this really long animation, and it just generally doesn't feel good. Maybe this is just something you have to get used to, and it'll become less of an issue the more you play it, but first impression was weird. Sometimes the shooting after rechambering just feels off as well. I'll find myself, if I miss my first shot, then I aim down sight again. I feel like I'm ready to shoot the second shot, but then it's like not done with the animation and just stops me from being able to shoot that. And it got really annoying, especially when you're trying to get like feeds. Like, you bop two people and you're on your third and you go to shoot and you can't shoot because I guess the bolt animation is just not done yet. I don't know, it just felt really off, and I hope that they tune that, make it a little bit better, make it feel a little more natural moving into the real game when it launches. But overall, sniping was just really fun in the open session, especially on the game mode that all these clips are from, which is Escort, because everyone funnels to the same area of the map, and it's just the perfect setup to just continuously snipe people, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below. Did you play with the snipers at all during the open session? If you did, do you like them? Do you hate them? Did you get killed by the snipers and did it annoy you? Do you feel they should be nerfed or do you feel they should stay just the way they are? Do you feel they should get buffed? Should they be better? I don't know. I'm just curious what everyone thinks about this because I know snipers can be a very polarizing topic in video games. Once again, guys, thank you so much for the support on the channel recently. I still can't get over the fact that we've had 50 new subscribers in the last 7 days. We've never grown at this rate before. Let's keep it going. I'm looking forward to when XDefiant has its full launch sometime this summer. I think it's going to be really fun. We'll make a lot of videos on this game as well as every other FPS game. I'm looking to branch out into different games, so if you have a game you'd like to recommend, please leave it in the comments. Once again, I'm Mr. Golden Gamer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.